Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and today is Monday, and Monday to me was always a reminder of how much I hated my job, because it was like I had a great weekend, now I come back to the office, I don't like being here, and it was my work day where I spent a lot of time on YouTube looking up other jobs I could possibly be doing instead of the one I was actually doing, okay? Thankfully, that has changed a lot. But seriously though, guys, okay? Today I'm gonna tell you about 3 jobs that you're actually able to do online and make money online and start possibly this weekend, by this weekend. Yes, it will require a small amount of you actually working, looking at these things, and then going ahead and starting this side hustle. And by the way, Tommy, how much money am I gonna get paid? Because I'm not gonna go from one job where I barely get paid to another job where it requires more time but less pay. The reality is anywhere from $15 an hour before you leave, relax, to $50 to $100. It all depends on how much elbow grease you're actually willing to actually put in. And by the way, remember, pick a side hustle you like, you're good at, and is also gonna make you money, because the last thing you want is a job that you hate, but it's not like your job. You have to do it 24/7 to actually make it work and turn into something. So again, pick something you're interested in, okay? And by the way, I said 3 ideas, but I'll actually give you guys 2 bonus ones if you stick around all the way to the end of this video. As always, welcome to the channel. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you're notified, and on top of that, also destroy the like button. That way I know you enjoy these videos and I make more of them. Now, the very first idea, guys, is going to be an executive virtual assistant. Now, I've seen a lot of these videos on YouTube where I tell you the idea and I'm like, okay, here's the next one, figure it out. No, that's not what I want to do here. So I want to take the time to show you exactly what this job is all about. So what are you going to do? How do you get hired? And on top of that, also, how much money are you actually going to make? Well, in reality, for perspective here, first of all, let me mute my phone. A virtual assistant can have a multitude of different jobs and be personal to business. So a virtual assistant is you being a virtual assistant. So on the personal side, you could be the person I hire to help me get my groceries, help people to actually come to my house to clean, all that stuff I don't want to do. You make my life a lot more easier. In business, it can be like, hey, all these little jobs that I don't want to do, for example, like data entry, doing research, you do all those things for me. Thus, my job becomes a lot more easier. Content research, all that stuff you're able to actually do as an executive virtual assistant. And by the way, you could be a virtual assistant, but they usually get paid around $6, $10, but an executive one, higher quality clients per se, you're able to make a lot more money. And don't worry, I'll get to the money in 1 second. And remember, you yourself are going to be a business. You don't have to have one person. You can have multiple people you're an assistant to. That way, you have multiple sources of income and don't just rely on one person. That is never going to be a good idea. So for perspective here, guys, okay, if you head over to Upwork, which is one of my favorite websites, you're actually able to create an account and actually look for people that have their jobs listed as, hey, I do virtual assistants. For example, here we have Holly B. So Holly B seems like a cool person, and she charges $30 an hour, and so far has made around $5,000 plus. Just like that. It's actually top rated. And by the way, he charges $6 but gets paid $20,000. I'd rather be Holly B, work a lot less, and basically make a lot more money. But if I click her, what does she say? Well, I go here, I click more, and it tells me exactly everything I can expect from her. Hey, you have content creation and management, internet research, travel planning and arrangement, transcription, email management, professional responses, services, data entry, and light accounting. By the way, this means basically you get to answer their emails and all that stuff. So basically, a virtual assistant gets to help someone, okay? In reality, you can make a good amount of money. $30, $6, $9, $30, $4, $4, $8, $8, $5. And by the way, I'll tell you something else, guys. If you actually want, you could basically be an assistant for someone, but get somebody else to be your assistant and then have them do that job for you. And that way you keep the difference and make all that money. But again, I would say I would charge on the higher end, right? and learn those skills to actually make my value worth the amount of money I'm actually asking for. So it's not like, hey, I am going to pay $30, but you have no skills and you're going to pay that money. No, obviously, go to the people with the highest pay, find out what they can do that you're able to actually do, or what you're actually able to learn to then do it like them. So again, it can range anywhere from $6 to $15 to $30. Now, Tommy, where can I go to actually get hired? Well, one website obviously is Upwork, okay? I just showed you guys that one. So you have Upwork. You also have, for example, Act Sunday. You also have, for example, Brickworks. And you also, I think this is actually an Indian website, so maybe you don't have this one if you're not living in India. And lastly, you also have Task Every Day. And you also have even Craigslist, so don't forget about Craigslist. That's also a place to actually go to offer your services. And you also have peer-to-peer, so if you know somebody's very successful, reach out to them. Say, hey, I am a virtual assistant. I can make your job a lot more easier. Hey, Tommy, I can answer all your emails. I can upload your videos. I can post everything for you. All your social media stuff, I can handle it. Respond to DMs. That is a virtual assistant. You're actually able to make somebody's life a lot more easier. And that's why you get paid the big bucks. Now, number 2, guys, is going to be something I'm not a fan of, if I'm being honest, but I understand it makes money, so that's why I have it here. And that is actually proofreading. Now, I say I don't like it because basically, I'm so happy this video is edited and you don't get to see, for example, like the first draft, because in reality, I am not that good at attention to detail, especially in grammar and in writing. I'm a good writer. I'm just not that good at like, hey, what's that spelling? What's this? What's that? Well, if you are the complete opposite of me, then you might be able to go ahead and become a proofreader and make a good amount of money. Now, obviously, as a proofreader, before you laugh, Tommy, you can't make any money by doing this. No, you can actually make anywhere from $30 an hour to $50 to even $100 per hour. So yeah, you're probably not laughing now, okay? But a proofreader is somebody that's very attention to detail orientated, and you're able to read somebody whole, whether it's an essay, a manuscript, a book, whatever it is, or presentation, and go ahead and find all the mistakes and make all those corrections and get paid the big bucks. So where can you go? The answer is, again, Upwork and also Fiverr. By the way, I'm a big fan of Upwork. I've hired people through Upwork. It's just a great service. But overall, by the way, I'm not sponsored either way. But overall, here it is, okay, guys? If I go to Upwork and type in proofreader, here are the people. $40 an hour has made over $2,000. $50 per hour has made over $10,000. $35 per hour has made over $80,000 in total, okay? The answer is people are making money by doing this. Again, look at this, guys, okay? $35 per hour has made over $100,000. And obviously, having PhD editor obviously helps his whole thing a lot more. But overall, when you click, look at what they do, right? Look at how they advertise themselves. And especially go over to the person that has made over $100,000, click him. Find out, hey, what is Steve doing that I can basically do? Look at his entire description. Hey, I'm a PhD, I'm an editor, I do great work. And look at this, guys, okay? He actually has 66 completed jobs, but also 17 right now in progress. And that to me is awesome. Looking for a thesis editor. Look at that, guys. A thesis. Okay, this is obviously a lot more advanced than I thought. Not for me, if I'm being honest, but it's one, okay? It's one. If you're into proofreading, you can make a good amount of money. You know, this guy has worked for over 5,819 hours and has made over $100,000, okay? Not bad at all. And it's something you're able to do while you still have a full-time job. But again, attention to detail, good at spelling, good at grammar, all this stuff is going to be, has to be, like, you know, like your virtues. You have to be very good at those things, okay? So for me, I'll be terrible. I would fail. Maybe you wouldn't. And that's why I'm mentioning it right here. Now, number 3. This one is very popular and has been making its works around social media, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. And it's actually a Google Ads specialist. Now, I just want to clarify here. It's not like Google is going to hire you. It's more like being a Google Ads specialist. You're able to show, hey, I have a certificate, okay? I'm actually good at what I'm saying I'm good at, okay? So hire me, please, okay? Hire my business or whatever it is, okay? And by the way, Google Ads Specialist, okay? What are you doing? You're just going to Google and getting a free certificate to actually show someone, hey, I have certification that I'm actually good at what I say I'm good at. Hire me. And also, this is why I'm actually worth more than that person that's not certified. So how do you do this? Well, one, I have a link down below in the description. Click that link. It takes you to this website right here. But overall, Google actually offers a lot of certificates, around 6 actually. So you have, for example, Google Ads Search certification, Google Ads Display certification, Google Ads Video, Shopping Ads, Google Ads Apps, and lastly, Google Ads Measurements. Okay, so if you want to get certified in all this stuff, great. You can make a lot more money. But if you just want to focus on one of them, then that's going to be just fine. But the answer is, if you click on one, hey, I want to do Google Ads Search. Click it, and here it is, Google Ads Certification. And go ahead and get started and just take the whole thing. Just sign in, and that's about it, guys, okay? But yeah, it's awesome. It's a great way. And by the way, what can you do with this? Well, in reality, you can go to Fiverr, you can go to Upwork, you can go, for example, to Craigslist and offer, hey, I can do social media management, I can do ads and everything, because basically I've been certified. I know exactly how this works, okay? So it's like an add-on, a bonus to your certificates. That way, you can basically make a lot more money. But yeah, this is a free way to get like a mini degree for free without going into massive student loan debt. So that's awesome if you ask me. Now, I promise you guys 2 additional ones for a bonus. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, well, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, and comment down below and let me know, hey, Tommy, I made it all the way to the end of the video. Okay, I want to know who made it all the way to the end of the video. But number 4 and number 5, the bonuses here are going to be, well, 4 is, this one is kind of like weird, okay, ethically, but it works, and it's called job arbitrage. Now, one thing you've noticed is basically different people charge different prices on Upwork and Fiverr. When you go there, you will see a lot of different prices, okay? So does it really mean, for example, the quality is better? So it's not like, hey, this guy wants $100, she wants $50, so obviously he's better. No, not always, okay? So what can you do? Well, I can make a profile. I can charge $75 an hour. And then once I charge you that much money, I go to the lady and say, hey, I'll hire you for $50 an hour. And basically, I just arbitrage the job you gave me to her. And I get to keep, for example, the $25 per hour. Now that's online. We can also do this, for example, with physical things like, hey, I have a carpet company, but in reality, when you order from me, I outsource somewhere else. I have a cleaning company, but in reality, when you order me to come clean your house, I just have somebody else come in and just pay them less money than you're actually paying me. So it's a lot of different ways you're actually able to do like job arbitrage. It's fine. You're getting somebody, for example, like clients and money, but you're just basically making the difference because in reality, you're the one finding leads and you should be rewarded for that. And that's why I mention it. It's not really as bad as it might sound. So to make it clear, you're basically getting hired for a higher price and you hire somebody else to then do that job and you get to keep the difference without actually doing any work. All right. Yeah, that exists. Okay. Now, number 5 is Apple from home advisor. Now I have a link down below. Now, by the way, bad story for me is I tried to get accepted at Apple once, I think twice actually, and they rejected me. Okay, I know why, because I was like super excited, not really committed. I was like, hey, I love Apple, but I'm also gonna be going back and forth, and I'm also an accountant. I was like, okay, this guy's not gonna do this. Okay, but yeah, bad story, doesn't matter. But as a from-home Apple specialist, you're actually able to work from home, make around $20 per hour, okay? And just take calls, answer support questions, and they also send you a free Mac. So there you go, free Mac, $20 per hour, you work on your own schedule. That to me sounds awesome. Now, warning here, it sounds great on paper, link down below to find the job, but overall, you know, Apple is a company and they don't always have jobs available. So you might go, it might be there, might not be there. My advice is ask for notifications or just check in every day to find out, hey, is this job available? Check different states and so on, because you never really know when it's going to pop up, okay? So it's one of those jobs that are very good, high in demand right now from other people. So it's kind of hard to actually land it. But yeah, emphasize that you're very good at attention to detail, customer service, very into technology, Apple products, and you don't need external motivation to actually get motivated. Meaning I can work from home without having to have a boss under me 24/7, okay? You gotta make that very clear. Some extra ideas for being a part of the long-term team, all the way to the end of the video, is, hey, anything with graphics, social media, content creation for blogs, on top of that also video and audio are going to get you paid in the 21st century. So if you're able to focus on those things and then, for example, start like a mini business on it, then you will make money. But again, it's not about, I know something, where's my money? It's about, I know something, I'm good at it, I can advertise myself, because that's what you're gonna do basically. And basically I'm able to perform when the job actually comes. So don't expect to make $1 million by tomorrow, maybe by Sunday. I'm just kidding, obviously. But yeah, it's something you build up to, build up to, build up to. All right, guys, so that is Monday. All right, so hopefully you kind of scratched your itch and said, hey, I got some ideas of things I don't have to be doing in this job any longer. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. If you want to call me and talk to me, well, you can actually do that, by the way. Link down below. Schedule a call with me for free, or send me a DM on Instagram at TommyBryson. Or, for example, watch more content here. Click my face right here. More channels here. Subscribe everywhere. Long-term team for the win. And welcome to the long-term team. Peace out.